So, Killer Bee here for Blast Beats and Breakdown with the guys.
Hi, Rudes, Joe, I play guitar.
No, go ahead. It's cool. Go ahead.
Those are other guys.
Those are randoms.
I play guitar. Andrew, play bass.
So, this is the fourth stop on Summer Slaughter?
Third, actually. Fourth day. Third show. Yesterday was day out. Long drive.
Yeah.
17.5-hour drive.
Man, we drove far as fuck to get here.
Yeah, third day.
It was awesome though.
Nice try.
How's it going for you guys?
Yeah, tour's been going awesome. Got a lot of kids. We're playing first, so it's not like it's not packed, but there's still a lot of kids out, decent crowd. Kids are enjoying themselves, so we're having a good time. Go ahead, dude. Sick. No, we're having an awesome time. The crowd's been awesome. The band's been awesome.
You guys won that contest you won, right?
Yep. We're running for like 10 other bands, or 9 other bands, or something like that. Just like 2 weeks of being at the NBC, wondering if you're going to be on some song.
All right. I have a theory. I'm gonna get closer so people can walk behind me and then try to pan for answers.
There we go.
Sounds good.
Did you say pan?
Pan.
Ham or pan?
Pan.
It's 2 M's.
Pan.
Pam?
Pam.
Pan.
Panama. It's like damn. It's like damn.
Right now?
Yeah.
You guys feel underdressed.
P-A-N-D.
Did you just fart? Did that happen right now? So, you guys tour quite a bit, or?
We try to. Quite a lot, yeah. We try to stay on the road as much as possible. But
What's your guys' favorite part about touring, and then least favorite right after that?
favorite?
Driving along.
What's the least favorite?
My favorite is just being with 5 other dudes, as fucked up as it sounds, being with
Yeah.
5 other dudes that I love, like in a van all together every day. Just like, you know, it's so
It's
different.
a long hangout. Long drives, you get to hang. You just kind of get van fever and just do.
You get in tour mode.
Yeah,
And it's better than getting up and working every day.
You act like an idiot and it's fun.
You're allowed idiots.
So favorite part's probably riding the van and playing shows. Least favorite part?
I don't like having to find food at shows because there's nowhere to ever find shit.
Yeah.
It's always expensive.
Getting kicked out of picky Walmarts.
Right, getting kicked
out
yeah.
of Walmart.
Getting kicked out of that Walmart parking lot for sleeping.
I don't like when there's no paper towels in bathrooms.
I don't like
the
no.
blowers.
Okay,
I don't like blowers.
least favorite part of
I just-
touring in the winter with venues with no heat.
No heat.
No heat
those
or
are
no
great.
AC.
Yeah.
Summer with
bad.
no AC is always
bad.
The
I don't know
road
which is
you
worse.
put on shows like the Summer Slaughter and stuff in the middle of summer. They didn't have AC back
Oh.
then. And just like I came here for Lamacon one time. It was packed.
It's-
just
dude,
giant sweaty.
It sucks.
Yeah, sweaty
sucks.
balls sometimes. Sometimes it's sweaty balls.
It's not good.
But there's nothing to complain about really.
Yeah, nothing
It's
really.
all
I mean,
fucking
yeah,
badass.
it's all good. It's all fun.
Touring rules.
So I have my own opinion on this, but coming from you guys being in the band, what do you think it is about you that sets you apart from the
Nice
rest of the
shirt.
bands out here now?
I don't know.
It's kind of an easier question for you guys.
That's
than
weird.
it
No,
is
I
for
think
some
it's
other
actually
bands.
harder for us because we're in the band and we don't see ourselves as something that's like different. We're just out there to play metal and play
Yeah.
music that we like. So yeah, it's not like we think we're cut above the rest. We're all different, so different that it's differentiating from every other bands out there. We like to play metal. We like to play heavy music, melodic music. Just fucking keep it metal and keep it sick. We just like to play music that we would like to hear. So
Well, it seems to me like you guys. There's a lot of bands out right now that do a lot of like the super technical stuff. I think that you guys do that, and I could be incredibly misinformed here, but don't you guys all play 6 strings?
yes,
And I think that's pretty uncommon. I think these days most of the bands that are doing the technical stuff have a string or two in there.
I don't. Yeah, I guess. mean, to us, that's not even really an element. Like, it doesn't. We don't think about. I don't know if kids really even think about what we use for guitars. Maybe they do. I don't know, but like.
Well, like just the sound that you guys get from it, like bands like After the Burial and stuff, they do a lot more playing around with like the terminology, like the lower, like the top string. Like
They do a lot of.
yeah, a lot more like open chord breakdown
Yeah, it's
stuff.
badass.
I mean, it sounds
But
great.
they already do that.
But you
so
guys
we can't do that.
You guys do.
All right,
and
so
you know,
I guess, I mean, you could say that maybe we do a little more.
We try to keep it more just metalish.
It also seems like you guys are.
That's a tough question.
It could be.
Very tough question.
Again, this is like my like outside looking in way of thinking about it, but it seems like you guys might have a little bit more like playful way when you go into the like recordings I hear, especially on Invade, not the song but the album. Like there's a lot of like it kind of sounds like a video game like
Yeah,
things
it's
going
playful.
in.
That's a very nice
Wacky,
word.
Playful, yeah.
It seems like you guys have a lot of fun when you're writing your music as opposed to
Dude,
just
that's
thinking
what it's
about.
all about.
You have to have
the
fun,
reason
man.
we do what we do is because it entertains us,
Yeah.
and it's
That's why it's cool. is we
Yeah.
write music
we
that
write
we
shit
enjoy.
that we're like, oh, that's fucking stupid.
And we can listen
weird,
to like,
so sick.
for example, the pre-production for Invade, we probably listened to for about 6 months, just listening to it over and over and having fun with it, and that's how the album kind of grows. Like you start writing stuff and you get a song down, and then you listen to the same song for months and months and months over and over and over. Especially on tour, there's nothing else to really do, so we kind of listen to it and say, okay, well, this song should kind of go in this direction. This part should be longer. This part shorter. There should be something behind this. You know what I'm talking about? Like
He's
kinda-
right. That's what we do.
the song kind of grows.
And we party.
Yeah, so it definitely helps to have fun. Like you can't really write an album or even write a song without having fun and just going kind of where the song takes you. You know what I mean? Like you have to let it kind of grow by itself. Yeah. Go.
Solid answer.
When I
That's an
came
answer.
across
You
you
got-
guys, it was right
Why
around
should
the
I
time that you released Versus, and I got like this long trip discovering like a bunch of bands. But I was keep on discovering like all these like Christian bands and like I don't have a problem with that, but at the same time like I don't necessarily agree with their views, and so like you guys came along, you guys are so like angry, and like it was a really nice change of pace and like really relatable. Like it seems like the older stuff I'm not that familiar with, but like Creature, that's the album before Invade, right? Yeah, and then Invade, like there seems like two main themes just about every song: being angry at women and being angry at religion. And I'm just like,
That's pretty
I
much
love you
life.
guys.
Yeah, that's
the
life
thing.
for us. I
It's-
feel like so.
That's the thing to say about
I'm not
it.
super familiar with Omen. Is that kind of more along the same lines? What's Omen about for?
I mean,
It's
Tim's not here to
race,
fill
really.
that question, but it's
What
more-
about the
it's
human
angry.
race?
It's
being
angry.
shitty,
Yeah.
but still good.
It's
but-
still the same kind of vein of directing your anger, channeling your anger.
I feel like
for
it's
something.
all really. It's not as focused on shit as you think. Like I mean, yeah, the Versus song and some of the shit on Invade is like we were the same way. We played with like a bunch of like Christian bands and we did this and that about all the Christian band, whatever. And like we're like not against it at all. We support whatever everyone wants to do. We're like cool, but we just aren't about that. So it's kind of like fucking everyone else has this shit to say and putting religion in music. We're like, okay, well. We'll say how we feel about
We're gonna
it.
go the opposite.
It's
It really blew my mind to see you guys tour with A Plea for Purging.
they're awesome.
They're
like,
amazing dudes. They're
musically,
awesome.
it makes sense because like you guys have similar
That's what it's
style
all about.
and
Exactly.
stuff. But
Not
like,
even, but like those dudes, like as people, are amazing. Even
Yeah.
being a Christian band, there's nothing wrong with having a belief in something. We just don't share that belief. But that doesn't. It made for.
It has
It
nothing
didn't make
to
for
do
an
with
awkward
anything.
tour. Like
that's
we had,
why
we had a
I
great
wanted
time.
to do that tour. Because to show that it has nothing really to do with anything.
it was just really
We got
interesting
along
because
for
like
fun.
to have such like a contrast.
Yeah.
To have like it was really crazy to me. Like I would see the shit out of that if it would have stopped around here. 'Cause
It was a fun tour.
It definitely
man. We
was
had
a little
we had
weird,
great time.
like crowd-wise.
The crowd,
sometimes,
the crowd was a
but
little weird about it.
We had fun.
I think if
so
it came out
whatever.
here, it would have done just fine.
Yeah, that's what it
Oh, look who it is! Hey, you did!
Oh, you
get
just
him
got
in.
it.
Get him in here.
Hey, take
All
my
right.
spot. I'm
Okay,
gonna
Tom's
go.
down
I'm
here.
gonna leave. You can take my spot.
Give Tim a question.
So we just kind of
Yeah.
brushed on the like lyrical content, the themes of the past two albums being like really angry and stuff. And, kind of what Omen's about. I'm not super familiar with it, but what do you think that Omen is kind of?
Omen is kind of directed towards like a general direction towards like humanity, but it for me in particular is about like, you know, there's good people in this world, obviously, but there's a lot of shit out there that give humanity a bad name. I'm not a misanthropist, that's why I say it's like a justified misanthropy. It's like I see the difference between the two. It's like not all people are bad. So I just, in that song in particular, I point out all the bad people. Not the bad people that are teaching, but all the bad like sects and groups of people that pretty much don't like what we're doing. And Controller is about pretty much how, I guess you could say like, it's not so much like religion, because politics kind of come into it too. Like, you know, people like put fear in people's minds and they kind of just operate behind their backs. Kind of like this, like when 9/11 happened, like in New York, people like say like, oh, it's a red alert, it's a orange alert, whatever. And you just keep people like fear in their mind and like, well, there's a whole bunch of stuff that went on in the war that people don't know about unless like they really look into it. And then it's just like that's been going on for years. So that's what that song is about.
So you guys just had a new video drop in the last week or so, right?
Yeah.
How was that? I watched it. Like it seems like, especially looking at the other videos, like the one for Invade, that was the first one, right? The warehouse.
Yeah.
It seems like a huge departure from what a lot of their videos are, like Skinny Kites and all that.
Yeah.
What was that like for you guys shooting that?
A lot of fun.
fun.
It was a lot of
We
fun.
did it.
We had a good ass time. Shot all day, got all beat up. Everybody came home with like injuries
We were
from
all
actually
so
acting
sore
out
the
stuff.
next day.
Oh man.
Was it weird for you guys to like put on the like actor's hat for a minute? Like,
Not really. We actually talked about that for a while before we
Yeah.
did that shoot. We're like, all right, well, we're actually gonna have to act on this. It's not really weird because we're all together all the time, so we're all comfortable with each other. So it's not like weird for us to be somebody else. We're all just goofy anyways, you know.
Yeah,
So
kind of hopped right into it.
it was a lot of fun.
Felt pretty natural.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We had a good time.
so just two more questions, I think. Kind of going back to Open for a second. There's a couple covers in that, right?
Yep.
What was it like? What was it like? Because I love covers. I think I have a soft spot in my heart for like cross-genre covers more.
Yeah.
And I think that I don't remember what the covers were. Wasn't there like a
Metallica, Fight Fire with Fire, and Kansas Carry On with the Sun.
Yeah. What was it like for you? Like, what is the process like to cover a song that changed up so much?
Well, I mean, that actually Joe did the Metallica song.
There's no specific process.
Yeah, I mean, I did the Kansas song, and basically what I did was I sat in my room, listened to the song a bunch. Like, I obviously am familiar with the song, but you know, I kind of went into it with the feel of like, okay, well, if I was just to sit down and play the song by myself, being in this band, like, how would it come out? So I kind of just sat down. It stays along kind of the same lines of how the song really went in the first place. I only changed like 2 parts. Everything else is pretty spot on. But I just basically, again, went into it just open-minded, had fun with it. You know, I just kind of followed the song as it went, and then it just took on this whole other thing, this Ruins kind of thing. I laid it down, brought it to everybody, and we listened to it a bunch. Like I said before, we listened to it a whole shitload. And when we got in the studio, that's just how it came out. You know, it's fun. It's fun to do. It's different to do something other than something like super heavy and technical. You know, it's kind of fun to take on something completely different. It comes out and see how it comes out. It's just cool. You know? That's about it for that. Yeah.
I think we probably touched on most of it just because I kind of super fanboy about you guys on top of it. But is there anything you want to plug besides for obviously the new video came out?
The next tour we're doing.
Yeah.
Crush 'Em All 2
Plug
tour.
that shit.
Crush 'em all.
Crush 'em all 2.
After the Burial, Bale Maya, Misery Signals, us, and there's regional openers.
Hide the Breather.
Hide the Breather, Go Wild,
Structures.
and Volumes.
What a legit lineup.
Wow, how sick is that?
Pretty good.
Go
It's gonna be
fuck
sick.
I
myself.
totally forgot about that.
It's gonna be pretty
Go
good.
change my underwear real quick.
Yeah, dude,
gonna be
that's all we
pretty
got
good.
right now. Summer Slaughter, that shit's coming up after that.
So you guys are on Summer Slaughter for the next like what?
Another month.
Pokemon, like
It's like end of September.
it's October. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Great talking to you guys, and
Sick.
peace.